Breaking news for UK pensioners: major banking changes in 2025 protect your money now. Something big is quietly happening behind the scenes in the UK banking system, and thousands of pensioners are already being caught off guard. This isn't just a small change or a simple update, it's a complete shake-up in how some banks will handle your money starting in 2025. If you're not careful, you could suddenly find yourself locked out of your own savings without any warning. Across the country, pensioners who've worked hard all their lives, paid their dues, and trusted their banks are now walking into branches only to be told they can't withdraw their money unless they jump through new hoops. These include extra ID checks, delayed access, or even account freezes just because their accounts are seen as inactive. And the most alarming part? This isn't just happening at one or two banks, it's becoming a widespread trend. Government bodies like the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, and Revenue and Customs, HMRC, have quietly issued warnings about these changes, but most pensioners haven't been properly informed. If you rely on your state pension, pension credit, or cost of living support, the wrong bank could quickly become your biggest financial headache in 2025. So, which banks are enforcing these strict new rules? What exactly is changing? And how can you protect yourself before your access to money is restricted? We've dug deep into the new 2025 banking regulations, talked to financial experts, and heard firsthand from pensioners affected by these shifts. By the end of this video, you'll know which banks to avoid, what warning signs to watch for, and practical steps to ensure your hard-earned pension stays safe and accessible. Here's the harsh reality: this isn't simply about policy updates, it's about control. For decades, pensioners in the UK could walk into their local branch, present a bank card or passbook, and withdraw their money quickly and respectfully. But under the new rules coming in 2025, that simple, dignified process is disappearing fast. The banks introducing these new protocols are changing how you access your own money. Many now require extra identity checks, sometimes a second photo ID, or proof of recent spending just to make a withdrawal. Without these, you'll be denied at the counter. For many pensioners, this leads to confusion, embarrassment, and even self-doubt, wondering if they've done something wrong or if their account has been flagged for fraud. But the truth is, it's just new regulations being quietly enforced. Unlike changes to pension age or tax that make headlines, these banking updates have slipped under the radar. Many pensioners only discover the new rules when they're turned away at the bank. No letters, no warnings, just a teller reading from an automated script saying you can't withdraw funds without additional documents. Why now? Banks say these changes are about preventing fraud and protecting vulnerable customers. While fraud protection is important, what pensioners are experiencing feels less like protection and more like restriction. Instead of feeling safe, many feel monitored, scrutinized, and powerless. We've heard real stories across the UK. In Nottingham, a 74-year-old woman had her account frozen for inactivity, even though her state pension was paid in every month. To regain access, she was required to complete a video call for ID verification, a step she found intimidating. Imagine, after a lifetime of work and saving, suddenly needing a video interview just to access your pension. Similar stories come from Leeds, Kent, Glasgow, and Cardiff. Different banks, different details, but the same frustrating pattern: tighter rules, delayed access, confusing procedures, and branch closures pushing pensioners toward app-only banking. For seniors without smartphones or stable internet, this shift is a disaster. What's most worrying is that these banks aren't small or obscure institutions. They're household names trusted by millions for decades. Some now demand regular account activity just to keep your services open. Others are closing branches, forcing pensioners to rely on digital services many can't use comfortably. This isn't just about money, it's about respect and dignity. These pensioners built this country working factories, driving buses, raising families, serving communities. Many didn't grow up with smartphones or apps, yet now they're being pushed aside by a system they helped create. One pensioner's words stand out: "I never thought I'd have to fight to get my pension. I thought once I retired, the hardest part was over." Sadly, many pensioners face a new struggle: not earning their pension, but simply accessing it. But there is hope. Not all banks are tightening these rules. Some smaller banks, building societies, and even newer digital banks are stepping up. They offer real human support, no unnecessary ID checks for basic transactions, and services designed to help not hinder pensioners. Here's what you can do right now to protect yourself. First, know your rights under the Financial Conduct Authority's (FCA) new Consumer Duty rules. These require banks to act in the best interests of their customers, including pensioners. If your bank freezes your account or changes your terms, they must notify you in writing. If they don't, that's grounds for a formal complaint. Second, don't be afraid to complain if you're being unfairly restricted. The Financial Ombudsman Service exists to help resolve disputes and can even award compensation for distress caused by poor banking practices. Many pensioners don't complain simply because they don't know they can. Staying informed is your strongest defense. If you've been loyal to the same bank for years, ask yourself, is this bank working for me? Or are they quietly making it harder to access my money? If it's the latter, it might be time to switch. Take inspiration from a retired couple in Manchester. They were shocked when their bank sent a sudden closure notice because their account had limited usage. With their pensions linked to that account, losing access was devastating. But they didn't stay silent. With help from family and their MP, they filed a complaint and went public. The bank reversed the closure and even assigned a personal account manager to support them. Their story shows the power of speaking up. You are not powerless. You have choices and rights. Armed with the right knowledge, no bank, even the biggest, can push you aside or block your access without cause. Now, for staying with me this far, here's a valuable resource. We've created a free downloadable guide listing the top-rated banks for pensioners as of July 2025. These banks offer free telephone banking, no withdrawal limits, easy account switching, and most importantly, real human support. The guide also includes a sample complaint letter you can use today if your bank is making things difficult. No complicated legal language, just simple, effective words that get results. You'll find the link in the description after this video. Remember, information is power. If even one pensioner watching this feels more confident and respected after this, we've done our job. Don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share it with friends, family, and community groups. These changes affect thousands, and the only thing worse than these silent shifts is going through them alone. You're not alone. We're in this together. Your money, your pension, should always be yours to control. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more essential updates that protect your rights and your future. Stay informed, stay empowered, and take control of your financial well-being today.